Now, there's another school that's actually in our conference playing an out-of-state school tonight. Paragold's playing somebody from out-of-state, and it slipped my mind. Are they playing Kennett?
They're playing Kennett.
They're playing Kennett, and it's at Paragold.
And Greene County Tech's going to Highland.
Greene County Tech's going all the way over to Highland for the first time in a long time also. I would run down all the 5A East teams and who they are playing tonight if I had it in front of me. But we were throwing things together, and we just barely got on the air.
We barely did.
But we're here, and they are about to flip the coin out there on the sideline. Well, the captains from Jonesboro are out there anyway, waiting to find out who the captains for Batesville are going to be. And our camera position tonight is not normally where it would be.
Well, we have about, I think, 3 or 4 stations carrying this game. Now, I don't know if they're all live or not, but there are a lot of cameras around the stadium. And so they set us up, about the 30-yard line to our left. What would that be? Be east?
Yes.
Yes. So
the east end zone, towards the east end zone. Corey, right?
Corey is running the camera down there, and so we're not dead center, but we still have a good view of the game.
Well, now I've got an interesting story to share about our regular cameraman, Brett Carlisle.
Okay.
Today is his 50th birthday.
That's right.
And he was, while we've got time, while they're waiting for the captains and the coin toss, he was at Huddle House this morning, and his wife showed up while he was inside the Huddle House eating and stole his car.
I heard about this.
Hid it 2 parking lots away, and then hid back, stepped back and watched the hilarity ensue. He had the police up there looking for that car.
That was funny.
That's Brett Carlisle, our regular cameraman. We wish he was here tonight. We wish him a happy half-century tonight here on YourPrimeTimeSports.com.
He's catching up to me.
Yeah, actually, you're 51?
2 will be 3 next month.
We have the coin toss going on right now. Our cameraman is not centered on that right now. He's actually looking at the tunnels, but we are looking at the coin toss, and I will tell you who wins it as soon as it is determined. Batesville, our 5A East team that we are covering here tonight in their final non-conference game of the season. We start conference play for real next week.
We sure do.
And
this is the first night that we don't have any rain. Hopefully
that's true.
So
the coin toss has been settled. It looks like Jonesboro has won the toss, and they will receive to start the ball game. They will be receiving from the west end zone, and Batesville will be kicking off from the east.
We have seen Jonesboro this year, and we've seen their quarterback, DJ Anderson, good little quarterback. And
they dismantled Greene County Tech.
Yeah, 69 to 30. So we know their speed, and we know some of their players. So we've not seen our 5A East.
Well, I've been watching
Batesville.
I've been watching message boards all week long, and I've been watching people from both communities talk about this game. And the consensus that I have read so far is that people predict Jonesboro will win this game. And that's natural since there are 2 classifications, or one classification higher than Batesville. And Batesville's a little bit down this year from the team they had last year. So we're going to see. We're about to find out on the field what happens.
I still haven't picked to win the 5A East.
You have Batesville picked the 5A, yeah. And I have Wynn picked to win the 5A East. So one of us is probably going to be right.
I'm sure we are.
And the other one's going to rub it in. Whoever's right is going to rub it in on the other one.
And here comes Jonesboro as our cameraman's on them. So we're just about ready for kickoff as they come to the sidelines.
Now, I'm going to reach back here and grab just one more roster so I can hold one in my hand. There we go. Well, I wish we were on the 50, but it could not be helped, folks. Our camera...
We're good.
Our camera angle, whenever they get all the way down to that end zone down there, it's going to be a little, if it can zoom in pretty good, it might be okay. But normally we're on the 50. Now, you can probably hear the band.
You know, we actually talked about when we were putting our schedule together back before school started. You know, I told you, I said, we want to do that game.
Yeah, you picked this game before any other games.
And I said, we're going to definitely do the Batesville at Jonesboro game. And
then I turned around and told you we're definitely wanting to do the Batesville and win game.
Yeah, and did not realize that it would draw such a crew of people, media people. I mean, we have everyone here. Every room is taken. So we feel fortunate to be right here on the 50-yard line.
We're on the 50.
David Daniels took good care of us, and Budrow down here took good care of us.
Budrow, yeah.
Give him a
Budrow
plug here.
hooked us up onto the internet when our primary mode of internet connection
disappeared tonight. We don't know.
Good old Bud Schropel from KNEA 970 AM here in Jonesboro.
He loaned us his to get online, and we're gonna mention that several times tonight. So you're gonna hear his name mentioned. So.
And he's in the booth next to us, broadcasting on 970.
He's our lifesaver tonight.
I told him, I said, look, man, we'll hook into both systems, and you can do play-by-play for two at the same time if you want. He said, you just want a night off. So Batesville prepares to kick off. It will be number 2 for Batesville kicking off. These are not in numerical. That's the starting lineup right there. It's not. Okay, hold on. I got to get the Batesville. There it is. Number 2 is kicking off for Batesville, and that is Joey Wright. No. Oh, I can't say that name. Osvaldo X. You know what that says? Osvaldo Esper. Boy, I'm not even going to try.
Spanish altogether.
Yeah, I'm going to have to ask somebody.
There you go. This gentleman right here knows.
Espequita. Osvaldo Espequita puts his foot into it, and we're underway. The ball is fielded at the 5 by Jonesboro. That is number 25 who fields the ball. Makes it all the way up to almost the 40-yard line. That is Martin Stafford on the return for the Hurricane.
Now, what would have been something is if he would have ran that all the way for a TD, and I thought he was going to break away there. You remember what happened to Tech on that kickoff?
Yes.
Same guy.
They spot that on the 30. Did I say 25? I meant to say 35. And they spot it on the 30, almost 7-yard line. 36.5. Officially, it'd probably be the 37. That's where they're going to start right there. 1st and 10 from their own 37. Got a good camera angle on that. That's a nice job out there by our cameraman, Corey. Now we've got a flag coming in as we await the snap.
Pope was in motion there. You know, Pope was in the Jonesboro Sun this morning.
Was he?
Put picture of him and everything, yeah.
It is a motion penalty, false start penalty, however you want to call it. It is against Jonesboro. It backs them up 5 yards to the 32. DJ Anderson, the quarterback from the gun, hands it off on the draw play, and he is stuffed
Batesville was all over
behind the line of scrimmage. That is number 25, Stafford, who could not get positive yardage, and it drives him back to the 29-yard line.
I believe Batesville knew what they were going to run.
Yeah, they called that play.
They had white jerseys all over that.
So now you can almost assuredly think Jonesboro will pass in this situation. 2nd and about an acre. And Anderson takes the snap. And he pitches it, a little shovel pass, and it's behind the line of scrimmage or at the line of scrimmage. Isaiah Curtis, the receiver on that very short pitch. It was a forward pitch, so it was a forward pass, but it was for 0 gain. They spot the ball right back at the 29-yard line.
Well, that was a nice tackle by Javier Rodriguez for Batesville. He was right there on top of it.
So now it is 3rd and really long for Jonesboro from the gun. Anderson, this time he's going to throw downfield if he can find a receiver. And he is under pressure, still being pursued, and finally, after gaining a couple or 3 yards, is brought down by the Batesville defense.
Well, Batesville showed real good sign of defense there, so
they swarmed the quarterback on
did.
that. He did manage to get 4 yards on the carry, all the way up to the 33, but it will force Jonesboro to punt. And back to receive the punt is Wesley Rudd for the Pioneers. Gets his foot into it. That's a nice punt. Rudd catches it and calls fair catch, and that is where Batesville will take over on their own 31.
I would say, yeah, 31, Dave. You're right. Almost where Jonesboro started on theirs.
Yeah, so field position has been pretty equal so far, but we're just starting. It's 10 minutes and 2 seconds left to play here in the opening quarter. And now the Batesville offense out on the field. Hurricane defense awaits them at the line of scrimmage, and now here come the Pioneers. The quarterback for the Pioneers, number 12, Jacob Harden. And Harden from the gun with lots of receivers. Takes the snap, looks downfield, has a man, complete at the 37 and dropped almost at the 40. The receiver on that play is Jonathan Hendricks. He caught the ball and got to the 39. Gain of 8. Second down and a long 2.
I was looking in the media guide here for Hendricks. Oh, there he is, Jonathan Hendricks, 6 foot 1.
That's not the media guide. Tell people what that really is.
Well, your Primetime Sports.
That's your PrimetimeSports.com magazine. Second down, 2 yards to go for Batesville. Man goes in motion, and now there's the snap, handoff. It's going to be over the left side of the line, and very close to first down yardage for the running back, number 8, Eli Childress. They are very, very close. They may end up measuring it. Let's see where they spot it. They put it down on the 32. The 42, and it would seem to be, since they started on the 31, is that an 11-yard chain they've got over there?
They're going to bring They're going to bring it out and check it.
Well, they started the drive on the 31.
I've never seen an 11-yard chain.
Well, this might be the first one.
I believe it to be.
It's a first down. They didn't need to measure that.
Remember where you're at.
Yes, the Jonesboro people in the booth might get upset. We are Batesville homers tonight. They are our 5A East team. But I will say this. I am standing next to the Batesville Guard newspaper reporter. I believe Glover, is that your name? Yes, Mr. Glover here. So I don't have to worry about what I say in front of him because he's on our side, man. First and 10 for the Pioneers. Harden sends a man in motion and now takes the snap. Fakes the handoff, play action pass, now running right, and he's going to be dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So far, both defenses have done a real good job on both sides of the ball. This could be a defensive contest.
Well, now, Jonesboro didn't get a first down. Batesville has gotten a first down tonight. So far, Batesville's moving the ball just a tad bit better than Jonesboro. But that one was dropped for a 3-yard loss back to the 39-yard line.
I have a pole right here.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Second down, 13 for the Pioneers.
I'll watch the monitor.
There you go. Now this time they do hand it off. Childress looks for running room and gets dropped after a gain of about a yard. Depending on the spot, yeah, they're going to put it smack dab on the 40, so he gained 1 yard on the carry, third down and 12.
So as I said before game time, before kickoff time, this may be the first football game that we have got to do where there's no rain or lightning or we get to do a full 4 quarters.
Right.
You may earn your paycheck.
We got canceled on the Friday, the first Friday of the season because of storms. That is complete over on the left side and out of bounds.
And Batesville moving the ball well.
That's number 37 on the reception, Javier Rodriguez.
One that made the tackle on defense. He's playing both ways, 5'9", 174-pound, fullback and linebacker for the Batesville Pioneers.
Now, it was not enough for a first down. It's fourth and about 8.5 yards or so, 8 yards. It's going to be a punt. Batesville won't go for it here. And the foot is into the ball. Another great punt, this time from Batesville, and that is fielded at the 20 and returned up to about the 35.
And that was Pope.
He didn't call fair catch. He got 15 yards out of the thing.
Well,
depending on the spot,
if
he got a good return.
If there's no one within 5 yards when that ball hits Pope's hands, he's gone.
Kevontae Pope.
He can fly.
And they spot it right on.
Was it Pope or was it?
We'll call it the 36.
Was it Pope or Anderson that had 4 touchdowns against
Pope?
Yeah, Pope had 4 against Green County.
Yes. So 1st and 10, both teams have been forced to punt here on their opening possessions. Now Jonesboro will give it another shot on possession number 2. Anderson from the gun takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself right up the middle and get met by the Batesville line. He might have gotten a yard.
And at this point, I would venture to say that Batesville has watched a lot of film
Sure.
on Jonesboro this week with the way they're playing defense. It's like they know just about every play they're running.
They actually managed to eke out 2 yards on that one. 2nd and a long 8. Ball spotted on the 38. And again from the gun, this time pitch. And around the right side is Stafford. And he's going to be driven out of bounds after picking up a couple of more yards. And we got a Batesville player down. He's just slow to get up. It looks like he's getting up now. So he's limping up. But he is getting off the field under his own steam.
Right ankle, maybe right knee. I don't know. It's not his knee because he's bending it. But
the gain was actually 1 yard. They spotted the ball on the 39, so it is 3rd and about 7 for the Hurricane. Anderson hands the ball off on a reverse, and it's going to be 1st down yardage and more for Isaiah Curtis. And he got all the way into Batesville territory. The first down of the night for the Hurricane.
Actually, the biggest play of the night.
It has been. That is going to be spotted on the 40 of Batesville. So the gain was 21 yards. Now here are the Hurricane awaiting the snap. Fake handoff to Stafford. Anderson keeps it over the left side of the line and gains a couple.
Like 85 and 68 on the tackles for Batesville. See if I can pull their names up here.
Okay. That is going to be spotted
That's going to be Zach Lillard. Zach Lillard is 68.
Well, they spot the ball on the 37. It's a gain of 3 for Anderson, the quarterback. 2nd down and 7. Now Pope takes his place in the backfield. Anderson drops back to pass. Has a man complete wide open on the right side of the field. And he makes it all the way down inside the 10, very close to the 5-yard line. That is number 16, Matthew Fitz, on the reception.
And a good open field tackle by Jared May, who saved a touchdown.
They spot the ball on the 7, so he gained 30 yards on that reception. 1st and goal for the Hurricane from the Batesville 7. Anderson takes the snap and hands it off. Stafford up the middle, gain of about 5. They spot the ball. They're going to put it down on the 3, so he gained 4 on the play. 2nd and goal from the 3. Now the play being called in from the Jonesboro sideline. I'll tell you, our cameraman Corey's got a way better view of this end zone than he does the other end zone. So if they all score in this end zone tonight, we'll be in good shape. There's Anderson handing the ball off again to Stafford. He is going to walk in untouched for a 3-yard Jonesboro touchdown.
He didn't walk in, Dave. He galloped in.
Yeah.
He was high-stepping it in there.
So Jonesboro strikes first after they stalled out on a 3-and-out opening drive. They put together a decent drive to go down the field and put 6 points on the board.
Yeah, they mixed up their plays a little better there. They had a few ground game attacks, and they had a few pass receptions, and then they had that 30-yarder that was wide open. So picked everybody up but our cameraman.
Will Brandt got the extra point. It's 7-0 with 4:42 remaining in the first quarter. We're going to take our first break of the ball game here on yourprimetimesports.com.
Through the years, First National Bank has created memories, starting new relationships, handing over keys and responsibilities, planning for the future, and building foundations, realizing dreams and destinations, sharing a lifetime of memories. First National Bank.
All right, welcome back to yourprimetimesports.com. A little too much right there. We'll just back that off there a little bit. There we go. And it is now Batesville's turn to receive the kickoff after the 3-yard touchdown run by Stafford for the Hurricane. And that makes Jonesboro up 7-0. Awaiting the kickoff now. And the ball is going to be fielded at about the 12-yard line. Running room right up the middle, finally brought down at the 40. And on the return, that was number
Dockery.
18.
Dockery. Nathan Dockery.
Nathan, really?
Yes, right here.
Nathan Dockery.
5'11", 169-pound senior.
Well, he made his way right up the middle. Got the ball on the 12-yard line. They spot it down on the 39, so he picked up 27 on the return.
He's one of the 4 seniors that we featured on the Batesville
I see.
player features.
Here we go for the Pioneers, 1st and 10 from their own 39. Play action pass, rolling right, and it could have been complete or picked off, either one. Didn't know what was going to happen, and finally fell to the ground.
Pass was to Dockery.
And Harden was on his target. It hit the guy in the hands. You can't ask for any more than that.
No, it was right there. A little high, but it was right there in his hands.
So that stops the clock. 4:30 remaining here in the first quarter.
Wasn't one of his tightest passes that I've seen him throw. But
2nd and 10, still on their own 39. Harden barks out the count and now hands it off up the middle. Nothing. Maybe a yard. Ball carrier on that play was number 31. Is it 31 or 21? It's 21. That is Jake Flood.
Met the new Batesville Pioneer basketball coach tonight. We traded business
yeah,
cards. We're
good.
setting up a time to do their pictures for the basketball magazine. Nice guy.
After the 1-yard gain from Flood, the ball spotted on the 40. 3rd and 9. Now from the gun is Harden. Asks for the ball, gets the ball, now drops straight back to pass, has a man and threw it too far outside of him.
Yeah, I think Dockery's his main target, and he's had a couple opportunities. It's just not hit him right in the numbers.
So again, Batesville will send on the punt unit.
Batesville brought a nice crowd over there, Dave.
Yeah, they've almost filled up the visiting bleachers here at it's called Hurricane. Is it called Hurricane Stadium or is it called something else?
Bud and I were thinking it might be Liberty Bank up there on that scoreboard. Everything else is Liberty Bank here in town.
Yeah, ASU Stadium has been renamed Liberty Bank Stadium. Well, it's 4th and 9, and Batesville's going to punt. And there is a man back there to get it at the 22.
Yeah,
it's number
12.
Is the flag flying? Yes, it does. He's still on his feet. Sam Barre.
I believe there's going to be a, Barre.
I said it right the first try. I'm impressed with myself.
We got thumbs up from our neighbor, so.
And we'll see what the flag is if this return holds up.
You know, one of the things that I forgot to do, and I meant to do it in the magazine, was put a page of all the football penalty signals.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that first week.
I forgot all about it.
Well, the penalty is holding on the return against Jonesboro. So wipe the return off. They're actually going to mark it off from where he fielded the ball back at the 22. They're going to mark it off all the way half the distance to the goal.
10 yards.
Or is it 10 yards?
10
okay,
yards,
they're going to
10
spot
yards.
it on the 12 or 13. I can barely tell from here. It looks like the 13. So it must have been from the 23. 1st and 10 for Jonesboro from their own 13. Now mixed up on the snap. They didn't know who it was going to. Batesville may be on top of it.
Maybe. No, Jonesboro got it back.
Jonesboro falls on the ball.
Boy,
Could have been disaster.
I seen a white jersey on it there for a second.
Loss of yardage on that mix-up. Back to the 11. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 12.
Sometimes when that loose football hits the ground, it's like trying to grab a grease pig.
It might be out there. It's a little bit humid tonight, a little bit. So now back to pass as Anderson has a man. And he threw it to the wrong color jersey, but it was over the head of the defender, number 85 for Batesville, Chase Husky.
Husky, almost. That would have been a little bit lower. He'd have had 6.
6 points, all over it. And there was no black jersey in the area. I couldn't figure out who he was throwing it to.
It was nothing but him and green grass.
That's right. 3rd down and 12 now for Jonesboro. This drive not looking anything like the previous drive that scored a touchdown for him. Anderson takes the handoff, now looks to throw downfield.
Way downfield.
He throws it to the referee. It is way ahead of anybody, and the closest man to it was wearing stripes.
Yes.
So they'll have to punt from deep inside their own territory.
They're going to be punting almost from the goal line.
The punter will probably be either on the goal line or in the end zone. Let's see where he sets up. It is Anderson who also does the punting, and he is a couple of yards deep in his own end zone. And back to receive it for Batesville, number 11, Wesley Rudd. Anderson gets the foot into it. This one's a lot lower than the last one. Rudd puts a hand on it, now tracks it down at the Jonesboro 46, and that's about where they drop him.
You know, Rudd plays basketball too.
Yeah, I remember his name. They actually got 2 yards on that return. They spotted at the 44 of Jonesboro. Best field position of the night for the Pioneers.
It sure is. They have an opportunity here.
That is where the Pioneers will set up. 44 yards away from the goal line, trying to put their first points on the scoreboard. It is Harden under center, takes the snap and hands it off. It's going to go right up the middle. It looks like Childress, and he gained 4 or 5 yards on the carry. Looks like 3 actually. On paper, that's 3 yards. So ball spotted on the 41, and it will be 2nd and 7. So back to the line of scrimmage come the Pioneers. 3 receivers split up to the left, the far side of the field. Now they send one in motion. They fake the handoff, and now he's looking downfield, trying to find a man. Has one. Touchdown, Batesville.
To who? Dockery.
Dockery finally hauls one in. It is a 41-yard throw and catch, and a touchdown for Batesville.
Right on the money. Beautiful pass by Harden all the way to Dockery. 41 yards, right on the money. Hit him right in the numbers.
What a nice play. It was on the money. You had it.
Well,
and if I'd been thinking about it, I'd have hit the instant replay. It's too late now. Now on to kick the extra point is Joey. No, I can't say his name. I've already forgotten how to say his name. It's the extra point kicker, folks, and he gets it. So we are tied at 7 with 1:50 left in the first quarter. We are going to take another break and be back on your PrimetimeSports.com.
Do you need insurance? If the answer is yes, let Chris Robinson and his staff at Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency handle your needs. Whether it's auto, life, business, or planning for your retirement, Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency is ready to serve you and your family. Come by Chris Robinson Insurance Agency, 1211 West Court Street in Paragould, or on the web at chrisrobinson@allstate.com.
All right, we are back Boy, they don't waste any time at all getting back out there to kick this thing off here.
We don't have an opportunity to run 1 minute.
We can't get our 1 minute in.
That's all right. Let's get back to football.
Batesville getting set to kick off after tying the score on a 41-yard throw and catch from Hardin to Wesley Rudd. Was that right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean do what?
On the touchdown.
Oh, no, to Dockery.
Dockery, that's right. Was it Dockery?
Yes, trust me.
I trust you.
Well, why'd you ask your
I
neighbor?
was looking at the wrong number on the
Number 18.
sheet. Number 18,
go.
that's right. Anyway, the kick went into the end zone. It's a touchback, and we'll start things off here on this drive from the 20-yard line. Now, did you know in college, if it's a touchback, there's a new rule. Not the 20 anymore. It's the 25.
25.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see that rule go level wide, all through the levels of football. Here comes the Hurricane out onto the field. Up under center this time is going to be Anderson. And he hands the ball off right up the middle, and Stafford gains a yard, maybe two.
Speaking of Hurricane, that's what we were in last week.
Yeah, we almost were, yeah. What happened last week, folks, if you did not join us, lightning and thunder and rain, oh my.
At Blytheville.
At Blytheville with West Memphis and Blytheville, and they ended up calling that game after waiting an hour to try and see if they could get the second half in.
Hour and a half.
Yeah, they couldn't, and we were done after half. 2nd down and 8. Another handoff to Stafford, another couple of yards.
Well, at this point, Stafford's not really having his way on the ground like he did a couple of weeks ago.
Well, I'm thinking that he is seeing a bigger defensive line than he has seen so far this year. They got the ball to 25, so between the two runs, they've gotten 5 yards.
He had some long runs in that Border Bowl game.
Yes, he did. And so did Pope.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 5 now from their own 25. And now back in the shotgun is Anderson. Looks downfield, has a man, complete, no, dropped by Pope. He started to run with that ball before he had full possession of it, and that's what cost him the catch.
That's unusual for Pope. He has real good hands, and he usually brings them in.
He was looking downfield before he had that ball looked into his breadbasket. 4th and 5.
If he would have hauled it in, I believe he had some room.
He had some room to go.
And he is a fast young man.
Now, it's 4th and 5. Their quarterback is also their punter. Are we looking for a quick kick? No, they're going for it. And around the right side, and the first down for Anderson.
He has the first down. He sure did.
See, Anderson is their punter also.
Right.
So you never know what's going to happen in that situation, and he went for it. And he got the first down.
Well, that's a nice thing to have, Dave.
A quarterback that's also a punter?
Yeah.
Well, they spot the ball on the 30, call it the 32, where Jonesboro will move the chains, 1st and 10. They hand it to Stafford. Right side, room to run, down the sideline, midfield. Now he's in Batesville territory and out of bounds at about the 35.
And that's the Martin Stafford we seen a few weeks ago right there.
Well, now, wait a minute. They're coming all the way back up.
He must have stepped out of bounds over on the sideline.
He stepped out of bounds before he got to midfield. He still got enough for a first down, but they spot it at their own 46-yard line. And now they hand it to Stafford again, and this time he gets a couple, 3 maybe, up the middle.
You know, the best 2 running backs that I have seen this year is Jarvis Cooper with West Memphis and this Martin Stafford for Jonesboro.
Well, and Pope also. Well, but he's a receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about from the backfield. So, in the first quarter.
Good to see you.
In the first quarter.
Oh, that's the end of the first quarter. Well, I got sidetracked. Let's play some commercials, shall we? We're going to be right back in 1 minute right here on your PrimetimeSports.com.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
Through the years, First National Bank has created memories, starting new relationships, handing over keys and responsibilities, planning for the future, and building foundations, realizing dreams and destinations, sharing a lifetime of memories. First National Bank.
We are back, and we're ready to start the second quarter. Once again, thanks to Bud Stropel from KNEA 970 for hooking us up on the internet tonight after we had somewhat of a disaster before the ball game.
That's right.
And we're back underway. It's Jonesboro football on 2nd down and 7. They get another 3 or 4 yards. No, he broke loose. He's still on his feet. And he gets to the 35-yard line of Batesville.
Was that Pope?
I think it was Stafford. Oh, it was Pope. It was Pope.
That was Pope.
All the way to the 35.
Hard to bring Pope down.
I thought he was caught back here at the 45, 40 maybe, and he squirted out of there and still kept going. So now 1st and 10 for Jonesboro again. Anderson pitches it forward to Pope. That's a forward pass, and he gains about a yard on it.
Excuse me. By the way, you talked to Charlie this week about our clarity?
Yeah, and we fixed that.
Good.
That issue was dealt with. Now it is 2nd down and 9. He got a yard on that shovel pass, scoop pass, whatever you want to call it. And from the gun, they hand it off. Stafford over the left side of the line gets about 4 yards. More than that, maybe. Let's see where they spot the ball. Yeah, he's going to get about 6 or 7 yards on that. They spot the ball on the 27-yard line. Good run for Stafford. Not enough for a first down, though. 3rd down and about 3. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper by Anderson. He's not going to make the first down. Going to be 4th and short here. I'm thinking they're going to go for it. If they go for it way back at their own 40, they're certainly going to go for it inside the 30.
Yeah, they're about a yard and a half away, maybe 2.
They spot the ball down on the 26 now. They are, in fact, 1 yard away, 4th and 1, and they're certainly going to go for it. Up under center this time is Anderson. Takes the snap, hands it off. Stafford got the first down and more. It's going to be a touchdown, Jonesboro.
Martin Stafford.
That is a 26-yard up the middle touchdown run for Stafford.
He's just fun to watch. Hard to stop him. You could have put an 18-wheeler in that hole, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great big hole that the line created for him.
Offensive line did a great job for Jonesboro there.
So now on to kick the extra point. Number 85, that is Brandt. Trying to put Jonesboro back up by a touchdown, and he does. All right, 14-7 with 9:54 remaining in the half. We'll be back on yourprimetimesports.com.
Do you need insurance? If the answer is yes, let Chris Robinson and his staff at Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency handle your needs. Whether it's auto, life, business, or planning for your retirement, Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency is ready to serve you and your family. Come by Chris Robinson Insurance Agency, 1211 West Court Street in Paragould, or on the web at chrisrobinson@allstate.com.
All right, that was a 26-yard touchdown run by Stafford that capped off that drive. It is once again a touchdown lead for Jonesboro, 14-7, with just under 10 minutes left to play in the first half. And the kickoff is going to be fielded at the 24 by Batesville and returned up to about the 36. That was number 31. 31, and that is Tad Jones on the return for about 12 yards.
next week we're going to be BB.
Paragould at BB. Next week, and then the week after that, another long road trip for us. Greene County Tech at Wynn.
Yep.
So we got a couple of great 5A East Conference matchups for the next couple of weeks. Well, every week's going to be a great
every week. The YourPrimetimeSports.com magazine is in all the schools being sold by cheerleaders or booster clubs.
Fantastic.
With the exception of Wynn.
Well, we're going there in a couple of weeks. Maybe we can bring some with us. All right, 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. And looking for an open man, he finally lets it go and going to be out of bounds. It was in the vicinity of a receiver, so they won't call him for intentional grounding. It was Harden, the quarterback.
He had 2 big defensive linemen all over him.
But he did the wise thing and threw it at the sideline. And it's a good thing he had a couple receivers standing over there at the sideline.
Yeah.
So it'll be bringing up 2nd down and 10. Ball still on the Pioneer 36. And now we've got a whistle. And it might, is it a penalty or time? It's going to be a timeout. Looks like it's called by Batesville. We'll get a chance to get a 1-minute break in right here, right now. We'll take a 1-minute break and be right back on your PrimetimeSports.com.
You get big-time savings and hometown service. Always a bit Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Baird, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always the VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
Back after the timeout, it's Batesville football, 2nd and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Waiting on the stall. There's going to be movement. That's going to be 5 yards on Batesville.
Do you have any idea who you have on the talk show in the morning, by the way?
I saw your post on the Facebook page. Folks, by the way, if you want to get to our Facebook page, that's where we make all of our announcements. And you can find the link to our Facebook page very near the top of the YourPrimetimeSports.com homepage.
On the 2nd row. Yeah, you have Coach Conaway in the morning. You have Coach McCroskey.
And he's saying I have them because he's bailing on me tomorrow to go do stuff.
I have a
job.
You
on the Razorbacks?
No, I have another job. I have many jobs.
2nd and 14, or 15 rather, and... Wow, nice little run up through the middle. He just scooted his way up through the middle like a crab and got lots of positive yardage.
That was Rodriguez.
They spot that on the 40. He got 9-10 yards on that.
Well, he tried his best to stay on his feet.
9 yards on that. 3rd down and 6. 3rd and a long 6 for Batesville. Big 3rd down for the Pioneers here.
Rodriguez in motion.
And now, no, he's going to keep it. He's rolling right, looking for a man downfield. Going to be dropped for a loss. Harden could not get away from the defender, and he's dropped well behind the line of scrimmage. All the way back at the 34. Loss of 6 on that play.
That was big number 99, Malcolm Stafford. He was
Tracked
also
him
the
down.
one that was in the quarterback's face a few plays ago. So he is getting through the line with no problem.
Somebody's missing their block. So now 4th and long. Pioneers will have to punt. 8:05 and counting here in the half. And now whistle will blow this punt dead.
Here's the question I have for you.
Okay.
Do you think he's related to Martin?
They're on the same team.
Malcolm.
Yeah,
Martin,
I'm sure. I'm almost certain of it. Yeah, I'm almost certain of it. I bet you there's people in this press box right now that would know the definitive answer to that question, and we might effort that answer for you. Well, there's another penalty called against Batesville on the punt. Backs them up another 5. And the ball now spotted on the 29. That's where they'll punt from. This one's going to be fielded by Pope at his own 34-yard line. He's looking for room to run, and he's going to be dropped at the 45. So 11 yards on the return. And that is where Jonesboro will set up shop for another drive.
Oh, I was looking for the roster, and you had it.
It's right there. Well, you should have one over there, too.
No, I don't have one. It's
okay.
just I was just going to say it was a nice open field tackle by...
for the Batesville?
Yeah, for
that
Batesville.
One.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for by Childress.
And we're waiting on Jonesboro's offense to take the field. They've taken them a little break here, and I don't know why. Impromptu. Well, they're marking off a penalty against them that we have missed somehow or another. He got to the 45 on the return. They marked 10 backwards from there. So the ball now on the 35. He got it at the 34, so it's a net gain of 1 yard on the return. I don't know what the penalty was, but it was against Jonesboro, and that's where they'll start. It was a hold, according to Mr. Glover here from the Batesville Guards. 1st and 10 from their own 35. Jonesboro, handoff, Stafford over the right side of the line, still on his feet, 1st down. And a little bit more. He's going to be dropped at the 47. Gained.
And I believe Stafford blew a shoe there.
Oh, that's not good.
Come out of his shoe.
Gained 12 on that one. 1st and 10. Hurricane.
That's what happens when you have afterburners like he does.
He does have something. So we're going to take, what we do, folks, at our halftime, we take a break and let you listen to the bands, and both bands from both schools are here tonight. Here's the handoff again. This time, new ball carrier, Jerome Phillips, carries the ball for positive yardage up to the 50. Gain of 3. So it'll be 2nd down and 7. He got just into Pioneer territory. Let's give him 4 yards on that. 2nd and a long 6. Now Anderson from the gun. Looking downfield, has a man. Pope catches it at the 45 and driven out of bounds around the 42. It is close to 1st down yardage. Very close. The official spot, I can't really tell because the entire Jonesboro team is blocking my vision of the football, where they're going to measure it. They're calling in for the change. I think the ball is on the 42.5-yard line. Chains have to come from all the way across from the far side of the field, the visitor side of the field. And we can't see the measurement. No way.
Only thing we can do is go by signal.
It is a 1st down.
1st down.
We won't know the exact spot till they pick it up and take it back to midfield so that we can see where they had the ball spotted. It is going to be right where I thought it was, in between the 42 and 40. We're going to have to call it the 42 on paper. So 1st and 10 from the Pioneer 42 for the Hurricane. From the shotgun is Anderson, trying to keep the Hurricane offense moving. Takes the snap, 3-step drop, looks downfield, lets it go. Pope is open, and it is battled for and picked off.
Picked off by Batesville.
Picked off by number 11, Wesley.
Number 8.
Number 8. Childers picks that thing off. Both of them came down with it, and Childers won the battle.
Childers wrestled it away from him.
So that will be 1st and 10 from the 20 for Batesville. Wow. So Batesville dodges a bullet here midway through the second quarter. 6:25 left to go in the first half. Batesville takes over from their own 20 after the interception. There's the pitch and positive yardage for the ball carrier, whose number I did not see. I'm about to. It's Childress, the man who made that's a 9. That's not an 8.
Well, I might get you some binoculars.
Maybe. Archuleta, that's his name. Philip Archuleta on the carry. Gained 4 to the 24.
You might want to slip a 10 over here to
Mr. Glover.
Mr. Glover for helping you out tonight.
2nd and 6. And again, the handoff, this time over the right side of the line. Number 31 is Tad Jones. Clock continues to roll here in the first half. 5.5 left to play. And Jonesboro not in that big of a hurry. They're going to try and chew up this 5.5 minutes on a half-ending drive. 3rd and 1. They pitch the ball, rather, and that is Childress. And he gets positive yardage, enough for a first down, but a flag comes flying in. And it will likely be against Batesville. Probably a hold. They're talking it over.
And you were right. Holding on Batesville.
So they're going to back him up from the spot of the foul, 10 yards. The flag is sitting on the 30, so the ball will be on the 20. And 3rd and 8 now. No, 9. 3rd and 9 now. Ball sitting in between the 20 and the 21, so it's like 3rd and 9.5. Big 3rd down here for Batesville, trying to get something going. 5 minutes left in the half. Harden drops back, now hands it off, and nothing.
Nowhere
Maybe
to go.
a yard.
Childress had nowhere to go then.
That
Or
was
not
actually
Childress, but,
Archuleta.
Archuleta.
Who got a yard. And that's going to force Batesville to punt yet again. Oh, look, I have a friend. A moth has joined us and perched on my
Joined you.
shirt here. We're going to try and gently send him on his way. There we go. 4th and 8. Pioneers to punt. Pope back there to receive it. A flag will kill this play before it starts.
A lot of laundry this second quarter.
4:12 remaining in the second quarter.
I hear a phone.
Yeah, I do too. A penalty this time against Jonesboro. And I'm assuming it's only a 5-yarder. So they spot the ball on the 27. So it's now actually 4th and 3 where it was 4th and 8. I still think they're going to punt it. Yeah, they're still lined up to punt. And they do. Pope is going to field this one. And he does at the 38. He's looking for running room. Bounces off a tackle. Gets into Pioneer territory. Still on his feet. And driven back into Jonesboro territory.
Hard to bring Pope down.
Yeah, he wasn't going down easy at all. Now, he got forward progress to the Batesville 49. They drove him backwards, and they're actually going to spot him back in Jonesboro territory. 48-yard line of Jonesboro, to be precise. Oh, the 47. So he actually got driven back 4 yards, and that's where it ended up. 1st and 10. Anderson keeps it himself. Looks for room, has it. First down and more, and out of bounds inside the 40.
Jonesboro just has so many offensive weapons.
Different. Each guy has different skill sets, and
you have Anderson who can throw or run. You have Stafford who can flat out run. You got Pope. I mean, they have so many combinations.
They put the ball right on the 40-yard line. It was more than enough for a first down for the Hurricane. Now we've got a whistle and a timeout. Maybe yes. Batesville calls a timeout. We're going to take it too. We'll be back in 1 minute on yourprimetimesports.com.
Do you need insurance? If the answer is yes, let Chris Robinson and his staff at Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency handle your needs. Whether it's auto, life, business, or planning for your retirement, Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency is ready to serve you and your family. Come by Chris Robinson Insurance Agency, 1211 West Court Street in Paragould, or on the web at chrisrobinson@allstate.com.
You get big-time savings and hometown service with the Bed, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Bed, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always a VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Bed does it all for you.
Welcome back. Yourprimetimesports.com. The final 3 minutes and 39 seconds of the first half. Jonesboro leads it by a touchdown, 14-7, and they have the ball first and 10 from the Pioneer 40-yard line.
And just like we discussed, it's the game that we talked about. It's just either side could take the lead.
Oh, it's a flea flicker. And the new quarterback is number 11,
and he's brought down.
And he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It was a halfback pass kind of a thing. And he's not even a halfback. Coach was looking downfield to find an open man, could not.
Brought down by Husky, number 85 for Batesville.
Got swamped all the way back at the 48-yard line. Clock continues to run, 3:10. Jonesboro back at the line of scrimmage. Second down and about 20-ish. Anderson, his pass is deflected and incomplete.
Again, Husky knocks it down with his hands.
The good news for Jonesboro on that is that it stops the clock at 2:55 remaining in the half. But it's third and a mile.
Would that be third and a tank of gas?
Third and, well, no.
Half a tank.
It depends on whose car you're driving.
Gas just keeps going up.
I know. Third and long. Anderson hands it off. On the reverse, flag comes flying in. That was Isaiah Curtis on the reverse, who got positive yardage, but a flag came flying in.
He took a shot from a Pioneer that he's got up limping. Another good open field tackle by the Pioneers.
The flag is in the Jonesboro backfield. You would think that it's going to be another hold, but they're having a talk with the Jonesboro captain right now, so maybe it's against Batesville. Yeah, I think it's going to be against Batesville. They were talking to that big number 74 down there for Jonesboro, who is their defensive captain, Hunter Travis. It is going to be a chop block called against Batesville. Or a tackle below the knees, rather. You can't do that.
Well, I thought the flag came out long before that tackle was made, Dave. Or was it right after that tackle?
I don't know if the penalty was on the football.
Wow,
I think it was away from the football.
I bet you Coach King is having a fit over there.
It gives Jonesboro very close to first down yardage, if not giving them the first down. They're going to have a look at the spot of the ball, and yes, Jonesboro is given a first down on that major infraction by Batesville. So with 2:48, Jonesboro has new life left here as the first half draws to an end. Anderson throws the ball to the left, complete. Isaiah is dropped close to the 10-yard line. Isaiah Curtis. Another first down for Jonesboro, and they spot the ball on the 12.
I'm telling you, that young man can fly too, number 10. Who was that, Curtis?
Isaiah Curtis.
Yes, sir.
1st and 10. They can get a first down without scoring a touchdown as the ball is on the 12. A shift sends the line to the left, and they run to the left as well, and positive yardage
for Stafford.
Stafford gets inside the 10. They spot the ball about the 8. So 4-yard pickup, second down and 6. Anderson again, hands it off to Stafford again. Right side, touchdown. 8-yard touchdown run. Once again, Stafford.
Hard to stop a train.
Martin Stafford having his way with the Batesville defense tonight, makes the score 20-7, pending the extra point. 1:45 left in the first half. The extra point attempt is good. 21-7 Jonesboro. And we'll be back in 30 seconds on yourprimetimesports.com.
Make the switch now to no-fee banking.
First National Bank provides me with totally free checking, and as a business owner, that helps keep my customers satisfied.
At First National, there are no fees and no hassles. Express yourself by choosing a debit card that fits your personality.
I switched my bank to First National because of no monthly debit card fees. Are you ready to switch?
First National Bank, the working bank for working people. Member FDIC.
Let us show you how easy switching can be.
All right, welcome back. 1:45 remaining here in the first half after the 6-yard touchdown run by Martin Stafford makes the score 21-7. Jonesboro with a 2-touchdown lead. And about to kick it to Batesville once again. Kick is going to be fielded at the 10 and dropped and fallen on by the man who dropped it. Number 7 is Michael Robinson. He touched it at the 10 on the run, could not haul it in, and fell on it for positive yardage to the 18.
They kicked it away from Dockery. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did notice that. So they spot the ball on the 18, and that's where Batesville will set up shop with 1:41 left in the half. Harden looks left, throws, has a man, complete. He caught that on the run. He may go. Depends on if they can track him down. He's all the way down to the 10. Touchdown. What a play. 82 yards. Let's look at that on the replay. My goodness. Instant replay. I finally got it. He caught that and just took off. He caught it at a full-speed run already. He had one man to beat and got it. Okay, one more time. It'll play on its own. There it goes.
That's beautiful.
Full speed run. He caught that thing out. There wasn't anybody going to catch him. Touchdown. 82 yards. And I still don't even know. Jared May. So now they're setting up for the extra point. What a play. And it is good. Wow. 21-14. And we're going to keep it. We're going to keep it here.
I believe when Batesville went under center for the first play, there was a minute 45, and now there's a minute 28.
It had gotten down to a minute 41 actually from that play when he got up under center. So that play took 13 seconds.
Yeah.
13 seconds for them to get back to within 7 points.
Great pass from Harden, hit Jared May right in the hands, and he beat everybody down the field.
So now, with 1:28 remaining in the half, Batesville will kick back off to Jonesboro. Let's see if the Hurricane has anything left in it here in the first half. 82-yard touchdown.
Yeah, we want to say something good about our cameraman, Corey Smith. He
stuck
over
with that thing,
boy,
and I was able to get the instant replay on it. That was a great job by Corey.
Football fell off the tee. Gets a little breezy down there. We have a nice breeze coming through our window.
Yeah, got a little bit of a breeze tonight, and no rain. Going to be fielded at the 22, dropped, still loose.
Football's loose.
And Jonesboro did end up on top of it, so there's not going to be a return. It's number 48 down there for Jonesboro, who touched the ball and ended up falling on the ball, Aaron Fitz. So right where he touched it is right where it'll be, at the 24. Minute 25 left here in the first half. We will be letting you hear both the fine both the fine high school bands that these two schools have for our halftime show. Rolling right is Anderson, looking downfield, in coverage, and that throw was, I would think, ill-advised. He had double coverage. A flag all the way back at the line of scrimmage. Somebody might have helped to protect him. And it looks like the Jonesboro folks think it's against them. They're backing up. Ball, the flag sitting on the, holding against Jonesboro. The flag sitting on the 25. They'll back it up 10 from there. The ball will be on the 15. So first and really long. First and 19 yards to go with a minute 17. And they're lucky they didn't throw an interception on that play. It was double coverage that they threw that into. Anderson takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Now throws left side to Curtis. Another flag comes in. Curtis gets positive yardage to the 25, but a flag comes flying in at the end of the play, very near the end of the play.
I believe that's going to be against Jonesboro too.
Yeah,
Dave.
Against Jonesboro as well. They can't catch a break here as the half comes to a close. Down to 1:10 left in the half, and they're marking off more penalty yardage against the Hurricane. This time they're marking it from the 20, another 10 yards back. So now, instead of positive yards, they lost 5 more, and they will replay first down. First down and 24. Now in this situation, you do one of two things. Kneel on it so you can get the heck out of here for halftime, or air it out. And they don't do either of those. They hand it to Stafford, and he runs around the end.
I start there, give it to Martin Stafford.
And he gets positive yardage, about 5 yards.
But he is a long way.
Well, he ran 15 to get that 5.
Sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah, he ran a long way to get that 5 yards. Actually 6 yards on the carry. They spotted on the 16. Now the clock will run. He didn't get out of bounds, did he? I don't know if he got out of bounds. The clock is not running. I think it should be. Clock stuck at 48 seconds. Maybe he must have gotten out of bounds. They pass it to Stafford this time. He catches it, still on his feet, breaks into the secondary, and very near midfield. Now he loses the football. Batesville football with 35 seconds left in the half.
Had it stripped.
Stafford does all that fighting to get more and more and more yardage, but at the same time, that puts the football at risk, and this time it cost him. Batesville falls on it, and they've got 35 seconds to go the other direction.
Yep, you're right. He had, I thought he was going to run it all the way there for a second. And
he kept going.
Yeah, he kept going, and they come from behind, and somebody knocked it loose, which I didn't get to see that all because of the post here. But
ball spotted on the Jonesboro 43. And so with 35 seconds left in the half, Batesville could tie the ball game.
They can't, because last time they did it in 13 seconds. They scored a touchdown.
Harden rolls right and keeps it himself and lost yardage.
I believe he was pulled out of bounds.
And no, he was not out of bounds. They said keep the clock going. He did not get out. They spot the ball for a loss, and it looks like a timeout's going to be called. Yep. You want to keep it here? You want to take a break? All right, we're going to take a break and be right back on your PrimetimeSports.com.
Do you need insurance? If the answer is yes, let Chris Robinson and his staff at Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency handle your needs. Whether it's auto, life, business, or planning for your retirement, Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency is ready to serve you and your family. Come by Chris Robinson Insurance Agency, 1211 West Court Street in Paragould, or on the web at chrisrobinson@allstate.com.
Welcome back. The timeout nearly over. It is going to be second down and about 13. The ball is spotted on the 45-yard line. And 19 seconds left in the half for Batesville. They scored one in 13 seconds a minute ago.
They sure did. Momentum has definitely went third direction the last couple of minutes.
Yep.
Within the last minute 45, actually.
So now here they come to line after the timeout. Harden under center. Has receivers on the left side of him, and now movement, and that'll back up Batesville 5 yards. It'll be second down and 18 now. Wow, what a tough break there for Batesville here as time runs out.
I was watching Big 99 out there on the end. He was just ready to head toward that quarterback out there.
That guy, you know what who he reminds me of, the way he's built? Michael Strahan, the number 99 for Jonesboro, whose name is not in front of me. That's
Stafford.
Malcolm Stafford. He reminds me of Michael Strahan. So anyway, Harden rolls right, looks downfield, nobody open, he runs out of bounds. 13 seconds left. Ball spotted back into Jonesboro territory on the 49, so he gained a couple. .13 seconds left. Here come the Pioneers, 3rd and 17. All right. Rolling right again is Harden. He's dropped for a loss.
He was sacked hard.
And there's no more timeouts. That's going to end the half right there. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Halftime score is Jonesboro 21 and Batesville 14. We're going to take a halftime break. We're going to let you watch and listen to. Well, there's a penalty, folks. Is there a penalty? Why are they still on the field? Okay. They're going to call it off. They're going to say, wait a minute, folks. Let's get back to this. They're going to say Jonesboro got a timeout called with a couple of seconds still on the clock.
Looks like one of the Jonesboro coaches is pointing up here and saying put 2 seconds on the clock.
Well, folks, wow.
1 second back on the clock.
1 second. I have no idea why. It's 4th down. It's still Batesville's ball. You're giving them another shot. They either air it out or take a knee.
Well, we'll see what happens in this 1 second.
They're going to run a play.
Yeah, Harden's under center.
Harden hands it off. And he got positive yardage, about 10 yardage.
Only thing that
10
did
yards.
for him was add some positive yards on his stats.
That's right. So now it's halftime for real, folks. Not kidding this time. Halftime score is 21 points for Jonesboro, 14 for Batesville. We are going to take a halftime break and let you enjoy the bands of both of these schools. We'll be back after halftime right here on yourprimetimesports.com.
You get big time savings and hometown service. With the bed, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Bed, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always the VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Bed does it all for you.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
Welcome back. Just in time for the second half. We lost our connection during the band play, but we're here, and we are back underway for the start of the second half. And it hasn't been picked up yet. My goodness, Jonesboro finally falls on it. He just could not get a handle on it down there. He tried 4 different times.
Yeah.
But we...
so we're back on.
Well, yes,
right?
Jonesboro
Okay.
finally got on the ball. And they get to take over 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line of the Batesville Pioneers.
Wow. Well,
big break for Jonesboro.
I got a feeling.
Yeah, nobody heard any of that stuff.
That's our
I guess our theme song. 1st and 10 for Jonesboro from the Batesville 15. Anderson sends a man in motion. Now he takes the snap and takes it himself around the right side of the line. Looking for running room. Gets down to the 10.
He's big 74 for Jonesboro. That is Travis Hunter. Boy, he lays some blocks on some folks now.
Clears the way like a bulldozer.
Oh, he does.
We don't know how much of the band you got to saw at halftime, but it was really good.
I think it was on the whole time right before we went on, so I think it's when it died.
So the only thing they didn't get to see was me and you.
Well,
which
me
is
and
probably
you,
good.
That's a good thing, and what we were talking about next week. So
we'll go back over that stuff. Stafford breaking tackles, gets maybe a yard. He was throwing people to the side down there. Now we've had this conversation before. Done radio literally my entire broadcast career, and this is the first time to do. I mean, I've done some TV stuff, but not play-by-play until now. So I'm trying to teach myself to not say as much because they can see what's going on now. They don't need me. So I've been watching a lot of college football to try and train myself. And that pass is incomplete inside the 10. So
that was batted down by trying to see who his jersey number is when he gets up. Number 11 for Batesville.
Flag down on the field after the play.
Wesley Rudd batted that down.
I know you're thinking what I'm thinking. So it's 3rd and 5. I still haven't seen what the penalty is.
I would just like to catch it.
Yeah. We still can. Third down. Well, I still haven't seen what the call is. There is a penalty, and they haven't marked it off yet. Here with 10:32 remaining in the third. It is going to be ineligible receiver downfield called against Jonesboro, and they have declined the penalty. So that brings up 4th down. They didn't want to give them another 3rd down. They declined it. 4th and 3. They're going to try a field goal here. The ball is on the 16, so it's a 26-yarder. The kick is up and looks good to
Looks like
me.
It's good.
Yeah.
It is.
So Jonesboro tacks on 3 and extends their lead to 10 points. And we'll take a 30-second break and be back on your PrimetimeSports.com.
You get big-time savings and hometown service. Always a bed, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Bed, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always the VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Bed does it all for you.
All right, 26-yard field goal from Will Brandt makes the score 24-14. And Jonesboro will kick off to Batesville. Batesville's first possession of the second half.
Yeah, like you were talking about earlier, you don't have to do a lot with TVs. They're viewing the game.
Yeah,
so
they can see it. I don't have to tell them every single thing.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I've been watching, I watched way more college football than I would normally have watched last week, so I could get in that frame of mind. Fielded at the 14-yard line, and on the run with it, finally brought down at the 35 is number 10, Nick Morton for Batesville. So he got 22 yards, 21 or 2 yards.
I believe that's the first time we've called out Morton's name.
That's right.
There's our buddy Blake down there with the big KIT TV camera.
Greene County Tech alumni, Blake Gwynn, who now is the weekend sports anchor for KAIT.
And again, if it wasn't for our next door neighbor here, Budrow, we wouldn't be on right now.
And I'll tell folks about that in just a second here after first down and 10 from the 35. They hand the ball up the middle to, I think, Childress. I can't tell the 8 and the 9 anymore. It's just, it's become difficult. Oh, that's a number 3, so they've thrown another one into the mix. Joey Rodriguez on the carry. Bud Schropel, the sports director of KNEA 970 AM.
And has a morning talk show.
Was kind enough to lend us his air card for our internet connection because ours
disappeared.
Vanished into thin air right before airtime. Rodriguez for big yardage into the secondary and into Jonesboro territory.
Batesville moving the ball.
All the way to the Jonesboro 39. And they're going to put it on the 40. So first and 10 from the 40 of Jonesboro for Batesville.
You know, you're right about that one game we're going to be doing this year, the Wynn Batesville game. And
game of the year.
That's at Wynn.
At Wynn, Week 7, game of the year. Now, here's first and 10, and Rodriguez again slicing through the Jonesboro defense. Gets another first down. And if he didn't get a first down, he's awfully close. Very, very close. They may have to measure it. They are not going to measure it. It's second and inches. So a 9 3/4 yard carry for Rodriguez. Up the middle, first down. The fullback gets that.
He got it that time. Is that Rodriguez?
No,
again?
that was the fullback. I think it's number 37.
37.
That is Javier Rodriguez. So you were right. It was Rodriguez, just not the same one.
For some reason, I remember these names and numbers.
I have to. It takes me for basketball. I get them quicker than I do in football.
It still takes you 5 or 6 games.
Yeah, it does. First and 10 for Batesville. They're moving the ball here in the third quarter. 8.5 minutes left to go in it. And they pitch the ball to Joey Rodriguez around the end. Positive yardage, about 7 on the carry.
So one thing for sure we can say on this drive here has been Rodriguez and Rodriguez.
That's right. The ball has been touched by Rodriguez nearly every play. And they spot it on the 21. It is going to be second down and 4. Here come the Pioneers back to the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to roll. Childress goes in motion. Now he's going to air it out, and it's going to be a flag. Yep, pass interference. He grabbed a hold of the guy and held him up.
Should be right there on the 1 or 2 yard line.
Barre grabbed the receiver and held on to the guy for dear life. It's going to be a first and goal for Batesville after the pass interference call.
Should have did a replay on that one, Dave. You wasn't thinking it.
We need a replay guy.
Oh, we will.
Replay and commercial guy. Or girl. I don't want to be a sexist. Could be a girl. So they marked the ball. Actually, that ball is marked outside the 10-yard line, so it's not first and goal.
Okay.
It's like at the 10.5-yard line. They can get a first down without scoring.
So did they not mark it right where the
half the distance to the no, that spot foul thing, that's NFL.
Okay.
So here we go. Over the left side of the line. Positive yardage for number
Rodriguez
3, Rodriguez. Joey Rodriguez, that is. And he gets it down to the 7.
Yeah, Joey Rodriguez.
Second and a short 7, long 6. Wind blowing. We're picking it up through the microphone there. Coming into the press box here. They're going to hand off. No, fake handoff, and they drop him. They sacked him. That is a true legitimate sack there for the Jonesboro defense. And big number 99.
That's
Malcolm Stafford.
Malcolm Stafford.
The Michael Strahan lookalike down there. Got him all the way back at the 16-yard line.
There is some lineman for Batesville that's had a tough time tonight blocking him.
Yeah.
He's across that line.
He's swimming those blocks, yeah. So now is 3rd and a long. Ball marked back on the 16. Loss of 9. They hand it off to the other Rodriguez, and he gets back to the 10. That is Javier Rodriguez. And that's going to bring up 4th down, and the field goal unit comes on. So it looks like the two teams are going to trade field goals here in the second half.
Yeah.
I do not know. Let's see who the field goal kicker is. It's number 2. Oh, yeah. Esperquita. I said it right. Esperquita. All right, ball is up,
and it looks
and
like
it
it's
is good. Ball was spotted on the 17, so it's a 27-yard field goal. So we'll add a 3-pointer up on the board for Batesville, and we're back to a 7-point ball game again. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back on yourprimetimesports.com.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
Welcome back to yourprimetimesports.com after a 27-yard field goal for Esperquita. The two teams have traded field goals here in the second half, and we're back to a 7-point game, 24-17. And Batesville will kick the ball off. And that one is going to be fair caught at the 31-yard line by number 48. For Jonesboro, Aaron Fitz, who had Fitz trying to pick up the ball a while ago on a kickoff. This one he fair caught. Ball on the 31. 1st and 10 for Jonesboro. You only missed the kickoff.
Yeah, I was watching. I was talking to a coach.
And we didn't miss you.
I know. You do good without me. I'm just kind of here for support.
Oh, okay. I wish you were going to be there tomorrow.
I know. I do like the Saturday mornings where I get to interview and talk and be, I do like that. But I have some things I have to take care of out of County Tech,
I got you. And they hand the ball off to Stafford. He's looking for room to run. He has found a little bit. He's still on his feet. He's going to end up gaining a couple of yards. They are going to say 2 yards on the carry to the 34-yard line. Maybe 3 yards. Yeah, 3 yards on the carry. 2nd down and 7. And now Stafford again. This time going left and gets the first down. And if he didn't get it, he's awfully close.
Yes, he is. That's one of the things that maybe one of these days we'll be able to do is chart stats and have stats at halftime where we know what their yardage are, how many carries they have, pass completions, pass attempts.
We got to hire a stat person for that.
Yeah, I realize that. So.
I'm looking forward to that day.
But you didn't think we'd be live TV with a magazine
we
2.5 years later.
We made it. We made it that far anyway. Stafford again. Stafford gets
drop.
A couple of yards. He could have got more, but he was snagged.
Who that is? That's Rodriguez.
Number 7. No, I think was it 37 or 77?
Yes,
it was Rodriguez. Okay. So he actually got 0 yards on that play.
If it wasn't for this gentleman and myself, I'm not sure you'd be getting these names.
I'd be calling the wrong names. It looked like 77 from here. It was a 37. So now, no gain, 2nd down and 7. No, that was 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7 rather. And this time they get a couple of more. I cannot see who the ball carrier was. Looks like Stafford. Took him a while to get up out of that pile, but it was Stafford.
Haven't seen much of Pope this third quarter.
He's on the field.
I know he's on the field, and that's scary because we haven't seen much of him. All of a sudden, he'll be a surprise attack.
All of a sudden, there he'll be.
Pope will be wide open down the field somewhere.
That's right. 3rd and 3. Ball on the 48. From the shotgun, Anderson fakes the handoff, takes it himself, first down. Maybe short a little bit. I don't know. It's awfully close.
It's going to be right on top of it.
Depends on the spot, and they're going to say no.
Yeah.
Not a first down. They're looking it over to see if they need to measure it. They decide not to. It is 4th down.
Once again, I'd like to thank Corey Smith, our cameraman, for some of these great shots he's had tonight and staying right on top of the football. He's shooting from an odd angle right now where he's set up, and he's right on top of it.
He is. So 4th and half a yard, maybe 4th and a foot. And it will be, they're going to measure it.
While they're doing that, let's talk about what our folks did
what
not
we tried to talk about when we weren't on the air.
We didn't know the Wi-Fi card was down and out for a moment.
And that's where we'll be next week.
Next week we'll be at BB. We'll be doing broadcasting the Paragould at BB game. And then tomorrow's talk show, we'll have Coach Conaway and Coach Markrosky from Blyville will be there. He'll be your last guest.
4th and a foot. Here we go. Jonesboro going for it, and they don't get it.
Not get it.
Stafford was trying to get loose and trying to get back up there.
What a play.
Let's see that one again.
Yeah. Good defensive stop by the Batesville Pioneers.
Stafford gets met at the line and driven backwards 3 or 4 yards and dropped, as you see on that instant replay. So it'll be Batesville taking over inside Jonesboro territory at the 47-yard line.
Great defensive play. We've seen some very, very good defensive plays in that from both sides of the ball, Dave.
But now, Batesville, I tried to call them Paragould. Batesville with an opportunity to tie the ball game here if they can get the ball moving. And they don't on that play. Nothing. And did a flag come in? I don't think so.
If
A flag could have come in on that
Coach
play.
King knew that. He might put a knot on your head.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that for sure. He got loss of a half a yard on that play. But it looked to me, and this is why I said there could have been a flag on that play, that one of those two defenders from Jonesboro was leading with his head a little bit on the tackle. Could have easily been called.
Right.
It was right there on the cusp of what is legal and what is not. 2nd and 11, we'll call it. Now there will be a flag. No, a timeout is going to be called by Batesville.
That was Dockery in motion, and he just headed straight to the sidelines.
24-17, Jonesboro leads. Batesville threatening. Back in 1 minute on your PrimetimeSports.com.
At First National Bank, you have convenience right at your fingertips. And instant buying power. It's so easy. And when you're on the go, well, you know what to do. We understand the importance of now. First National Bank, the working bank for working people.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
All right, we're back just in time. 2nd and 11 for Batesville. And Harden trying to get away, throws it upfield, complete. And still inbounds right near the chains, right near the first down marker.
88.
Big number 88, the tight end, Jonathan Hendricks.
Harden's down on the field right now.
Harden.
But you know who came back to pick him up and help him? The man he threw it to.
Hendricks.
Ran all the way back from the tackle and got his quarterback up off the ground.
They're going to say that he went out of bounds at the 42. So it's going to be 3rd and 5. Big third down for Batesville. Big third down. Momentum changing third down right here. All right. They're in the huddle. And here they come. 3rd and 5. Batesville at the Jonesboro 42. And now they do a shift and send the tight end to the other end. And now Rodriguez gets nothing. Maybe a yard. And that was not, that was not helpful to them right now at all. They needed that one. And I don't know what they'll decide to do. They didn't get a yard. 0 on the carry.
Right.
4th and 5.
You hear that?
Yes.
Valley
Valley View
View.
7-6 in the third quarter over Nettleton, our 5A East team.
Crosstown.
That's happening right here in Jonesboro. Now the punt team is on for Batesville. And they kick it, and can they pin Jonesboro down deep? It's going to be fielded at the 9 by Pope. He's going to get up to the 23 or 4-yard line before he is brought down. They spot it at the 23. So that'll be 1st and 10 for Jonesboro. 1:28 remaining here in the third quarter. This third quarter has gone by. They've eaten up the clock here on these drives. It's gone by rather quickly, and each team has only scored a field goal.
Well, and Batesville just really had an opportunity there that one of the very few that they've not capitalized on.
That is a crucial missed opportunity for them.
Yes.
So now Jonesboro takes over from their own 23. Anderson sends Pope in motion. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Stafford up the middle. Stafford into the secondary. Stafford with green grass in front of him. Stafford's going to be knocked down in Batesville territory at around the 35-yard line.
Just another good run by Martin Stafford. If he ever gets outside around that corner, it's hard to bring him, hard to stop him.
So that was from the 23 of Jonesboro to the 35 of Batesville. Pickup of 20, now I'm doing math.
What kind of noise was that?
I don't know what that was. 41 yards. Thank you, Paul. First and 10. Stafford, no. Quarterback keeper around the end. It's Anderson, who is driven out of bounds inside the 30. Ball will go down on the 30. It'll be second down and 5 for the Hurricane, as this quarter is very near the end. 56 seconds. Clock stopped when Anderson was driven out of bounds. Anderson hands it off up the middle to Stafford, and he didn't get much, a yard.
Here is a score for you in the third quarter. This is out of our territory a little bit, but Bentonville leads South Panola 31-6.
Are you watching that on your phone?
Yes, I am.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Bentonville Tigers leading South Panola 31-6.
That's a good score though for them. Third and 4. And we got an offsides against Batesville. That's going to give Jonesboro a first down.
Yep.
We spot the ball on the 24 now. Jonesboro continues to move that ball. Clock now at 15 seconds. They will get one more play off at least here in the third. Anderson hands it off to Stafford up the middle. That will be the last play of this quarter, and it'll get Jonesboro inside the 20 as time expires. That is the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a break. It's Jonesboro 24, Batesville 17. Back in 1 minute on your PrimetimeSports.com.
Do you need insurance? If the answer is yes, let Chris Robinson and his staff at Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency handle your needs. Whether it's auto, life, business, or planning for your retirement, Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency is ready to serve you and your family. Come by Chris Robinson Insurance Agency, 1211 West Court Street in Paragould, or on the web at chrisrobinson@allstate.com.
You get big time savings and hometown service. Always a bed, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Baird, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always a VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter. 1 quarter left to play here in a very good game between
very good
old-time rivals,
well,
Batesville and Jonesboro.
We knew it was going to be, or we thought we knew it was going to be this way before we started. And
Jonesboro leads it by a touchdown, 24-17. Jonesboro has the football inside the 20-yard line and threatening here as the fourth quarter is about to get underway.
Trying to get a score on Green County Tech.
Is it? We might have it over there. I'm not sure. They're playing at Highland tonight.
Yes.
Pope in motion. Anderson takes a snap, runs around the left end, and gets dropped about the 15.
You know, last year when we were doing just audio, Kerry Davis, who had a son playing, was the quarterback. Cody.
Right.
Texts me after every quarter.
But he was a senior, and he's graduated.
And Kerry's not. Yeah.
Kerry's not at the game.
So I'm trying to find someone to do that
for
me.
We'll find somebody. Pickup of 5 on that one. Third down and about 1. And they hand it off to Stafford. He gets the first down. He's still on his feet inside the 10 down to about the 7.
He picked up 5 yards on one leg.
On one leg, that's right.
All right, let's see here. Tech 21, Highland 20.
Oh, wow. Nice close score there.
Yeah.
Probably in the third quarter.
Let's see.
Greene County Tech 21, Highland 20. First and goal, Jonesboro on the 7. Now it is Stafford trying to work his way forward. Almost lost the football. He gets to the 5. And again, we're on this end of the field, getting really good shots from our cameraman, Corey. Second and goal now, ball on the 5. From the gun, they hand it off to Stafford, trying to force his way down closer and closer. Very close. Looks like he's going to be stopped around the 2 or 1, depending on the spot.
So in the third quarter, Tech 21, Highland 20.
There you go.
I just wanted to make sure what quarter we were in here.
They spotted on the, we're going to call it the 1.5 yard line. For paperwork purposes, it'd be on the 2. Big third and goal for Jonesboro. Shotgun, Anderson, touchdown. He made short work of that, folks. Quarterback keeper for about 1.5 yards. Let's look at it again. Not much to that. Take the ball and run in.
Pretty simple.
Touchdown, Jonesboro.
And like I said earlier tonight, they have so many different weapons.
So that makes it 30-17, waiting on the extra point from Brandt. He got it again. He's pretty good with that foot.
Dead-eye, isn't he?
31-17, back to a 2-touchdown lead for Jonesboro, and we're going to take a 30-second break and be right back here on your PrimetimeSports.com.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
All right. 2 yards on paper, even though it was about 1.5 yards. Touchdown, quarterback keeper for Anderson. Makes the score 31-17. And Jonesboro gets set to kick it off here. 9.5 minutes, 9:37 to be precise, left in the ball game. Batesville's going to have to get on their horse right now.
Yeah, I was just fixing to say they're not going to need. They don't need to waste this possession.
Fielded at the 24,
here.
And gain of about 10 on the return. That is number 34, wasn't it? 34.
34, yeah.
Yeah, and that is. Well, I've lost my piece of paper here. Let's pick this one up over here. It's Peter Roulier. I said that right. I want you to look at that word right there. Mm-hmm. How would you have said that word?
Roulier.
No, you would not have. You'd have said Roulier. What is it?
Ah, goodness.
34-yard line is
like
where they spotted. I know. 10-yard return for Roulier. Here we go. Batesville, first and 10.
What else do you think I would have said?
I don't know. Sometimes you can't predict with you. From the gun, Harden hands it off up the middle, nothing.
Yeah, he's not going nowhere.
That is Childress on the carry for half a yard.
I sure wouldn't mind seeing one of them, about 65-yard pass touchdowns.
They had a guy They used to have a running back 3 or 4 years ago named Childress. Batesville did. First name was number 1, was it? Was he number 1? Oh, well. Anyway, the guy, if you gave him the ball, he scored a touchdown, period. He's got to be playing somewhere else now. Rolling to pass is Harden. Now he's coming back towards us, and he lost yardage anyway after all of that.
Nice open field tackle by, that was Bailey for Jonesboro.
And he lost a couple back to the 32.
I'll tell you what, big 99, Stafford it was taking 2 men to block him out from getting hard this time.
Feet.
I'm telling you, he's something else now.
But poor Harden did all that running up and down the field long ways this way and lost 2 yards for his effort. So now 3rd and 12. And he's going to pass. Looks downfield. Now he's under pressure. And now he's past the line of scrimmage. He's going to have to keep it himself, and he's not going to get anywhere close to first down yardage.
Boy, he's taking some licks tonight.
Yeah, he is. They're going to have to punt the ball with 7:41 left to play in the ball game. They're going to spot it on the 37. He did get 5 yards on that carry, but it wasn't anywhere near enough.
No.
And there goes the Channel 8 car. That was Blake headed back to the studio. Get that footage ready for tonight's show. And here's the punt. And that one is going to bound out of bounds.
And landed on the cheerleaders over there.
But they can run fast. Let's let them see if they can return it.
Take your commercial.
All right. No one. This is a punt. We're going to stay here.
All right, once again, we'll be at BB next week.
That's right.
The BB Paragould game. And
then the week after that, Greene County Tech at Wynn.
And tomorrow, Grim Man will be flying solo.
Yeah, going to be single G sports talk.
Only 1 G tomorrow, not the double G, single G. He'll have Coach Conaway as the first guest. You'll have second guest will be Coach Angie Burnside,
from
the assistant
Paragould
coach.
volleyball.
Talk about the volleyball. Boy, and let me tell you something. I watched a good volleyball game.
I heard about that game
the other night. Yes.
1st and 10 for Jonesboro from their own 37. And they are in control of this game right now, folks. 2 touchdown lead, and Anderson
what a block.
has room to run. He's going to be tracked down from behind. 2 flags fly in. And tracking him down was number 14, Jared May for Batesville.
I'll tell you what, Martin Stafford can do more than just run the football. I just seen him lay a block on someone.
Laid the wood on somebody.
Yeah.
And so 2 flags come flying in while that play was in progress. We have not yet seen what the call will be, but I suspect holding. It's going to be a block in the back, actually, illegal block in the back committed by Jonesboro. And that's going to back them up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. All the way back to the 27, 28, let's call it. So 1st and 19. Anderson from the gun. On the option, keeps it himself, turns it upfield, and gets positive yardage. Thought about the pitch and then thought better of it.
Yeah, he just decided to keep it with himself and see what he could pick up out of it.
He got 4 out of it. Ball on the 32. And now here come the Hurricane. Back up to the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to roll. They're eating this clock up. 6:20 and counting. And they threw it to the feet of Pope. Pope, as athletic as he is, cannot catch the ball with his feet.
Well, I tell you one thing. I just seen him lay another block. If I was on the field right now and he wasn't running the ball, I would want to be on the opposite side of the field of Martin Stafford because he is laying some bricks out there.
He's getting people out of the way. So now the clock stopped on that incomplete pass, and now we've got a whistle, and a timeout is going to be called by Jonesboro. And we're going to take that timeout with them. We will be back in 1 minute right here on yourprimetimesports.com.
At First National Bank, you have convenience right at your fingertips. And instant buying power. It's so easy. And when you're on the go, well, you know what to do. We understand the importance of now. First National Bank, the working bank for working people.
You get big time savings and hometown service. Always a bed, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Baird, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always a VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
All right, we are back after the timeout. It's 3rd and 15 for Jonesboro. And Anderson keeps it up the middle and gains another 4 maybe. Not near enough for a first down.
No.
Jonesboro will have to punt with, the clock's nearing 6 minutes and counting.
It'll be under 6 by the time they get set up. You know why I like coming to Jonesboro so much? This is the second time we've come to a home game this year.
First one being at ASU, actually, but yes.
David
Food.
Daniels, the AD here, he takes real good care of his media people.
Nice food.
Boy.
Great food. Ball on the 35. That's where Jonesboro will punt. 4th and 12. Clock continues to run, and they're milking it for everything they can get. Play clock down to 5. Now they snap it at 2. Line drive punt is going to roll out of bounds inside the 40. And that's where Batesville will take over. About their own 38. And you can hear that Jonesboro band firing things back up here as the game winds down. 5:22 left to play.
Still a great crowd here.
Yeah, the Batesville folks
yeah.
haven't gone anywhere. The Jonesboro, everybody's still here with 5:22 left to play.
Now I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to wait till closer to the end of the game, then I'll tell you.
All right, ball on the 37. That's where Batesville will get things going, and you can bet they're going to be airing it out.
Oh, yeah.
With just 5 minutes left to play and 2 touchdowns. Harden has a man complete. That's the big tight end. He's dropped at the 40. It's number 88, Jonathan Hendricks, on the reception. Gain of about 4. We're going to call it 3. 2nd and 7.
He is a big tight end.
He's a big old boy. Clock continues to roll on that completed pass. 4:50 and counting. And here come the Pioneers again. They're going to have to not huddle so long if they want to do anything. They spent way too much time in that huddle. 4:40 now. And now they snap it. Harden hands it off. Childress, no. Rodriguez gets the first down.
That'll stop the clock while they move the chains.
4.5 left to play. And they get inside Jonesboro territory to the 46. I'm sorry, the 44. Now they start the clock back up as soon as the chains are set. And again, Batesville taking more time than they need to in the huddle. Man in motion. Harden under center, takes the snap, and hands it off. And that's the other Rodriguez cutting through the secondary, looking for room down inside the 20. Javier Rodriguez gets the Pioneers in the red zone.
That's not his first good run tonight. He's had many, but that's a real good one right there that they need right here at this very moment, because if they'll score here, we'll see an onside kick.
Absolutely, we'll see an onside kick. They spot that thing right exactly dead on the 20. Clock continues to roll under 4 now. Now Rodriguez number 3, that's Joey, who gets positive yardage, couple of yards.
Both Jonesboro and Batesville have 2 timeouts, I believe.
I believe that's accurate, yes. Got 2 yards on that carry. Clock continues to roll. 3.5 now. Harden up under center. And now he fakes the handoff, looks to throw downfield, has a man down there,
Dockery.
and it's batted away at the last possible moment. What a play. What a play by number 41 for Jonesboro. That's Deshaun Hill who saved the touchdown.
He did. Great play by Hill. And who was Harden going to again there, Dave?
Oh, we just barely missed it on the replay, but that was the end of it, the play right there. Deshaun Hill just batted that thing away at the last possible second. It does stop the clock for Batesville at 3:14. So they got time to set up another shot at it with 3rd down and 8. Ball on the 18. Harden from the gun. Keeps it himself and is dropped.
Boy, he just ran right into Big 90.
Not the best play that could have been called. My goodness, he got nothing on that. No gain. And they're going to have to call a timeout here with 3 minutes, 2:59 left in the ball game. We'll keep it right here on this one because we're getting close to the end of the ball game. 2:59 left, and it is 4th. This is crucial. It's 4th down and 8 for Batesville.
I would have liked to have seen another pass play on the 3rd down.
I can't believe they ran it. I cannot believe that's what they called. So 4th and 8. They got to do something here or ball game, period.
Right.
No way in heck to come back 2 touchdowns in under 3 minutes in a high school game. I've never seen it. So next week, or let's talk about tomorrow. Now, tomorrow you're going to be shooting photographs at Greene County Tech, and I'm going to have the Double G Sports Talk show by myself. So it'll be Single G Sports Talk tomorrow.
Basically.
8:30 live from Batten's Donuts.
I'll be there in spirit.
Your spirit's going to be there?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I ain't coming. I don't know if I like that or not.
Yeah, and let's remind our viewers and listeners, we moved 30 minutes back. We're 8:30 to 10:30.
That's right. 8:30 to 10:30.
8:30
and we missed last week. And
let's don't go there.
That was my fault.
And we're not going to do that no more.
That's my fault. 4th and 8. Here we go. Ball game on the line. Harden rolls left, throws right. Has a man. Overthrew him by a yard. Folks, look at your instant replay right there.
Wide open, great play.
It's the ball game. What you see right now just decided the ball game.
The whole defense was going to the right and just could not. And that's one of the very few passes that Harden has thrown tonight and not hit his man on the target. So
Jonesboro will take over on downs on their own 18. 2:51 left to play. And even if they go 3 and out here, still not going to be enough time for Batesville to score 2 touchdowns.
Well, they get 1 first down here, and they'll be kneeling the ball.
That's right. You're right.
Less than 3 minutes. Got a couple of questions here.
Okay.
Do you archive last week's game?
I have it. I just have not put it up on YouTube at this point. Have not got to that yet. It's only half a game.
Don't matter. You're a week
It'll
late.
get up. It'll get up.
Yeah, when you going to do this one?
This one is a whole game, and I'll have more of a priority on it.
Okay. Well, you going to get them out of line? Better not.
Okay. Whatever you say, boss. 2:20 and counting. Jonesboro just milking that clock for everything it's worth. Clout. Down to 10 on the play clock. They're going to wait for it to get down to about 2. Well, they snap it at 4. And they run it over the right side of the line for very little gain. And now Batesville's going to call their final timeout. 2 minutes and 2 seconds left to play in the ball game. Hey, you know what? Give me that. Give me this thing right here. I'm going to switch cameras real quick while we're in a timeout.
All right.
Hello, folks. Let's get rid of the scoreboard. I'm doing everything in here. Let's turn the scoreboard off. Okay, good. Can you see that?
close.
There we go. That is the YourPrimetimeSports.com magazine, and it covers the 5A East Conference, all the teams in the 5A East, all 8 of them, and extensive coverage. And it this is your year-long program for the entire conference, basically. You can get that from cheerleaders and booster clubs at your school. Ask them about it; they'll get you one. $2 a piece.
And the basketball program will be out in November.
That's right. So the timeout is over. 2:02 left to play in this one. Jonesboro trying to kill that last 2:02 with a 2-touchdown lead. Anderson gets a couple more yards. It's going to be 4th down. They will punt. They're going to run off as much time as they can before they put their foot on the ball. 4th and 6.
Clock's running.
They can get that clock down to about 1:20-ish before they punt. And I don't know. They're going to call a timeout now. They're going to let it run all the way down. Play clock run all the way down to 1 and call the timeout with 1:17 left to play. Going to take a 30-second break. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to You're watching YourPrimetimeSports.com.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
Well, we're back. I don't know where our camera went. Let's see if we can get it back. There it is. They're going to punt the ball. 1:17 left to play in the ball game. That kick was a squirrely-looking thing. It's going to go out of bounds at midfield.
That's what they call in golf a shank.
He shanked it. He did. And it goes out of bounds right around the 50. In fact, the referee is standing on the 50. Can't get any more midfield than that. Well, now he's moved. 49-yard line is where we're going to start. Batesville has 1:09 left, 69 seconds left to try and score 2 touchdowns. Valiant effort, but it is likely going to come up just a bit short.
Well, I'm sure Coach King's disappointed. I'm sure he...
Well, it is non-conference.
Yeah, it is.
Games start really counting next week. They pitch the ball to the left. Rodriguez driven out of bounds in Jonesboro territory.
But I tell you what, Batesville has given them a good game out of the 5A.
That was Childress actually on that carry. Every time Rodriguez gets it, I say Childress, and every time Childress gets it, I say Rodriguez.
Childress is 8, Rodriguez
is 3,
but and 30, and Joey Rodriguez is 3, and the other Rodriguez is 37.
So much, thanks. Thanks so much. What would I do without you, Clifton?
I have a memory like a steel trap.
2nd down and 3.
Was I looking at anything when I was telling you that?
No, you were not. Running left, no gain.
And
did he go out of bounds again?
We didn't get to finish. We didn't get to finish what we were talking about. And I'll let you take it over.
Yeah, you go ahead and talk to that guy, and I'll take that. 56 seconds left to play in this ball game. That was driven out of bounds. 3rd and 3. Dropping back to pass. Downfield intercepted. Deontay Murphy picks it off. deep in Jonesboro territory. They'll sit on the ball to kill this game with 47 seconds left. So this game nearly over. We'll see one snap, maybe two, probably just one. We want to thank one more time Bud Schropel for helping us get on the air tonight. We would not have made it on the air.
Oh, thank you so much,
if it would
Bud.
not for Bud Schropel.
You betcha. I have high praise for that man for helping us out tonight. We come up, our air card come up missing, so but we were still able to bring you the game, and had a lot of viewers, a lot of texting. Not sure about the Paragould Kennett game. I think Paragould was up from what I was told. And then at the last word we had was Green Cane Tech 21-20 was leading Highland in the third quarter. So
Jonesboro's going to have to snap it one more time with 22 seconds left to play, but it's all but a formality now. 31-17 will in fact be the final score. So do we have anything else to go over with before we
you just finish it out
okay.
Here. I need somebody I got to talk to here.
Okay. That is going to do it. 31-17, the final score. We don't have a post game for you folks. We just like to clean up and get going. I will see you tomorrow morning on Double G Sports Talk Saturday. You can go to our Facebook page to see who my guests will be. I'll be flying solo tomorrow, so bear with me. But I'll be on at 8:30 in the morning on Double G Sports Talk Saturday. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Dave Grimm alongside Clifton Garmrath. Good night, everybody.